What I have right here is a full team stack you need to follow to get from zero to over $1 million a month with high ticket dropshipping. And in today's video, I'll be breaking down each of these components and how to lay out your team to scale to potentially $1 million a month. Now, for full transparency, I don't have a business that is at $1 million a month with high ticket dropshipping. I have 4 to 6 stores that is under my name that do about 300,000 a month with. That does not mean I don't have the skills to take it to that level. It's just more for full transparency. I do kind of coaching full time now, so I view that as a business model that has more better cash flow, short term at least, and maybe later down the line I could go back into high ticket dropshipping and scale it to the moon. But for full transparency's sakes, this is the full team breakdown that I would use to get to that level. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it and kind of give you guys a rundown of what this looks like. So first of all, you can see over here, this is the full team stack scaled to $1 million a month with high ticket dropshipping. You being the CEO over here, that is exactly where you should be. But then as a team, you need to kind of have your department. So we have a sales team, we have a customer service team, a content team, and a supplier team. Those are the 4 areas that you kind of essentially want to outsource at this scale. You should probably still do mostly of the ads unless you're using an agency to help you with the ads. But ads is something I very don't want to give control to, just because I know the business best compared to an agency that is running Performance Max and trying to just run up the numbers. So as a CEO position, what you're doing is just managing these teams and then doing your ads bi-weekly or weekly. So let's start with the sales team right here. So the sales team is going to have 1 sales manager and then 4 sales reps under here. Now this is duplicatable. So let's say you want to have 8 sales reps. You would have 1 manager that manages 4 different sales reps. The sales manager role is essentially managing the sales rep below, but reporting KPIs to you daily. So the KPIs that you really want to track is going to be average phone time pickup, time per rep. So average phone time pickup per rep. So if it's like a couple minutes, if it's immediately, that's ideal. Call to close rate, follow-up rate, lost leads, and analyzing the calls to kind of improve. That's the role of the sales manager for each one of these sales reps. Now the sales rep role is to turn as many of these leads into sales. And with high ticket e-commerce, you don't actually require much brute force or hard sales skills to actually turn people from leads into sales. All you need to do is just provide value, give it a little urgency, and then CTA, and it works tremendously well. And then the KPIs for the sales rep is just really average sales size, call to close rate, and then follow-up rate. So that's in terms of the sales team. Now with 4 sales reps, you should be at least 500K. And then with $1 million a month, you probably need 8 Filipino sales reps to kind of manage at that scale, or 1 to 4 American sales reps. So it's really up to you. At this scale, I would probably hire American over Filipinos, just because they're just more accustomed to the language and just easier to kind of teach compared to Filipinos. But if you're doing under 100K, Filipinos are 100% to move, in my opinion. Now, the customer service team, you should have a customer service manager and then each one of these CS reps, which are customer service reps. So the difference between the sales team and the customer service team is the customer service team is looking after problems. So damages, returns, and things like that. Now, I would say you don't need 4 sales or customer service reps for 4 sales reps. I would say you need 1 or 2 per 4 sales reps, just because with high tech ecom, depending on the niche that you're into, I'm in one of the toughest niches, which is furniture, and it requires more customer service reps than sales reps. So for most people in other niches besides furniture, I would say you don't need as many customer service reps. But the customer service manager role is essentially managing customer service reps below and making sure follow-ups, orders, and order issues are being taken care of ASAP. The KPIs that you want to kind of track is average duration of issue, how many issues you're getting, coming from which brands, then you can kind of troubleshoot which brands are kind of giving you the most issues, and then reporting to the supplier team, any terms of issues. So this reports to the supplier team. So the customer service role is to turn as many negative losses into wins. So damages, offer compensation. Returns, try to do some compensation. Try not to have many returns. And personally, for my high ticket stores, we only have like one return in, I would say, 100 to 150 orders. So returns are relatively low compared to even like low ticket. KPIs, um, so the amount of customer service reps will depend on how many issues you're facing. For me, furniture is tough, and 1 in 25 orders require some sort of assistant. Sometimes it's like a nick, it's like a damage with the furniture, and the customer service reps are needed. Next is going to be the content team, and the content team is essentially very important. The content team is going to help you grow your traffic over time and increase your profitability. So your content manager role is to manage the content reps below and making sure content is being produced, edited, and published at a consistent rate. The KPIs to look for is articles published, traffic from the actual article, and ensuring content quality. Now, content rep, the people under the content manager, is going to be creating, editing, publishing the content based on the content calendar that you provided. So the content calendar, usually I like to do myself, but at this scale, you probably want the content manager to kind of do it. Supplier team. So the supplier team is going to have 5 different roles. The supplier manager is going to look after all 5 of these roles. So inventory management role is going to be actually managing and update the day-to-day supplier inventory. The promotion updater is going to be managing, updating, and doing the supplier pricing and promo. The product manager role actually does the manages and updates the new product collections released by the suppliers, because at this scale you probably have a lot of suppliers, and if they're releasing new products like every week, you can't be the one that's doing all that, so you need a product manager. And then supply acquisition role is going to be the person that researches, outreaches, and closes new suppliers to the store and hands off the price list to the product manager, and then the product manager hands it off to the product lister. And then the product lister, you're going to have 5 to 10 depending on how many suppliers you're adding at scale. But when I was doing 30 brands in last March 2023, I had 5 to 10 product listers. And in terms of operating expenses, that's 3 to 5K in expenses. So the product lister lists products based on supplier acquisition, like the VA's price list. So the supplier acquisition VA gives the price list to the product lister, and the product lister starts actually uploading. So that is the full team stack for scaling to $1 million a month with high ticket dropshipping. You, the CEO, the sales team, the customer service team, the content team, and the supplier team. These are the 4 roles. And if you follow this to a T, you can also use this exact team structure to scale to $1 million a month and beyond. Any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. And as always, I hope you guys took away value, and you want to work with me and Marcus one-on-one inside of the coaching program, where we help you scale from 0 to 10K a month profit in 24 weeks. There's a link down below to apply, and until next time.